I thank the Lord that He has such amazing patience with me. There are 31,102 verses in the Bible, including both the Old and New Testaments. On March 5th and March 6th, in 3 different daily devotionals I read, the Bible verse, Hebrews chapter 7, verse 25, was the focus. That verse says, He, meaning Jesus, He is able, once and forever, to save those who come to God through Him. He lives forever to intercede with God on their behalf. I see this, friends, as God sharing with me that He would like me to share with you in this devotional about that verse. On March 5th, Max Lucado included in his book, You Can Count on God, the following writing from one of his previous books, Unshakable Hope. This is what Max wrote. Ever had anyone stand up for you? The answer is yes. Jesus stands at this very moment offering intercession on your behalf. He wrote this, Grant Mary the strength to face this interview. Issue to Tom the wisdom necessary to be a good father. Defeat the devil who seeks to rob Allison of her sleep. Where is Jesus? Peter and the crew may have asked this. Where is Jesus now? The bedridden, the enfeebled, the impoverished, the overstressed, the isolated ask. Where is He? He's in the presence of God, praying for us. Jesus prayed for Peter. He stood up for Stephen from Acts chapter 7, verses 55 through 59. Jesus promises to pray and stand up for you. Therefore, because one of the versions of Hebrews chapter 7, verse 25 says it this way, Therefore, He is able to save completely those who come to God through Him, because He always lives to intercede for them. Jesus is the sinless and perfect high priest. When He speaks, all of heaven listens. Recently, my Christ Church friend, Jenna Waugh, our youth leader, was helping me hunt for my keys. I realized then that I needed to change the words of that hymn, I need thee every hour, to I need thee every minute. Even though I first panicked about my keys, I believed that the Lord would help me find them. I trusted that eventually Jesus would lead me to find those keys. And thankfully, it was lots of prayers to Jesus and lots of help from Jenna, who helped me find my keys. On March 6th, my devotional reading from Jesus Calling by Sarah Young said this, Continue on this path with me, enjoying my presence even in adversity. I am always before you, as well as alongside you. See me beckoning to you, come, follow me. The one who goes ahead of you, opening up the way, is the same one who stays close and never lets go of your hand. I'm not subject to limitations of time or space. I'm everywhere at every time, ceaselessly working on your behalf. That's why your best efforts are trusting me and living close to me. One of the 2 Bible verses included at the end of that writing was Hebrews chapter 7, verse 25. Sunday afternoon, I was sharing with one of my favorite Christ Church friends, Ann Parker. She told me about a song that she and 2 of her best high school girlfriends would sing together as their parents drove them to different churches to sing in songfests. The song is called Never Alone. It's anonymously written. Remember this song whenever you feel alone, like no one knows what you're going through, or that no one cares about you. I've seen the lightning flashing and heard the thunder roll. I've felt sin's breakers dashing, trying to conquer my soul. I've heard the voice of my Savior telling me still to fight on. He promised never to leave me, never to leave me alone. The chorus is, no, never alone, no, never alone. He promised never to leave me, never to leave me alone. The world's fierce winds are blowing, temptations sharp and keen. I have a peace in knowing my Savior stands between. He stands to shield me from danger when earthly friends are gone. He promised never to leave me, never to leave me alone. When in affliction's valley I'm treading the road of care, my Savior helps me to carry my cross when heavy to bear. Though all around me is darkness, earthly joys all flown, my Savior whispers his promise, I never will leave thee alone. He died for me on the mountain, for me they pierced his side. For me he opened the fountain, the crimson cleansing tide. For me he's waiting in glory, seated upon his throne. He promised never to leave me alone.